Debt market update, December 2021. CY21 was relatively stable year for Indian fixed income markets. The year witnessed the yields moving within a range throughout most part of the year, driven by lower than expected borrowings by central government and regular intervention by RBI to stem any significant rise. Thus, the 10-year benchmark GSEC yield rose to a limited extent, despite elevated CPI and WPI, high global inflation, tapering announced by the US Fed, etc. However, towards the end of the year, RBI reduced its intervention that resulted in yields rising across the curve, especially in Q4 CY21. Overall, 91-day Treasury yields and 10-year benchmark GSEC bond yield ended approximately 60 basis points higher compared to last year. The spread between 10-year AAA corporate bond yields and GSEC narrowed by 20 basis points during the year, as credit concerns abated significantly during the year. Average interbank liquidity increased during the year, driven by large infusion by RBI through OMOs, foreign exchange purchases, GSAP, etc. Further, soft credit growth vis-a-vis the deposit growth also resulted in higher interbank liquidity. FPI turned net buyers in CY21 and bought debt worth $6.4 billion as compared to being net sellers of $10.7 billion in CY20. Credit markets were stable during the year with no significant rise in NPAs despite pandemic. The credit spread remained range-bound and mostly at lower levels compared to historical average, indicating improvement in credit environment. Outlook: CY21 saw conditions turning adverse for Indian fixed income markets. GDP growth recovered sharply. Global inflation rose higher than expected. CPI remained at elevated level with resilient core inflation. WPI rose sharply. Energy prices increased significantly. US Treasury yields rose significantly. US Fed accelerated the pace of tapering of bond purchases, etc. Further, the headwinds of high SLR holdings of banks and muted FPI flows exacerbated the pressure on yields. However, the yields move within a narrow range over most part of the year due to continued intervention by RBI with an objective of orderly evolution of yield curve. In response to pandemic, RBI took many proactive measures in CY20, like reduction in policy rates, maintaining accommodative stance with ample surplus liquidity, LTROs, TLTROs, etc. In CY21, RBI followed up the same with some more measures like conducting GSAP 1.0 and 2.0, wherein it committed predetermined amount to be bought under IMOs, Operation Twist, etc. Further, despite high inflation, RBI kept the policy rates unchanged with a view to support growth. However, during the second half of the year, the intervention reduced, which resulted in yields rising by approximately 60 bps, similar quantum as US 10-year Treasury yields. Further, the lower than expected borrowings from central governments and large cash balances moderated the rise in yields. Going forward, in view of elevated energy prices, normalization of current account deficit, lower RBI intervention, normalization of monetary policy, etc., we believe that yields are likely to trade within a range with an upward bias. Further, gradual normalization of monetary policy is also likely to put upward pressure on yields, especially at the shorter end. In view of the aforesaid and relatively steep yield curve, we continue to recommend investments into short to medium duration debt funds, possibly in a staggered manner, in line with individual risk appetite. While credit environment still warrants caution, measures by RBI have eased the spreads on AAA rated bonds significantly. However, opportunities exist in select pockets of non-AAA rated bonds, as their spreads relative to AAA rated bonds are trading at attractive level. Hence, allocation to credit-oriented schemes or funds with some non-AAA exposure can be maintained or increased to a certain extent, in line with individual risk appetite. For more on our views on fixed income markets, please refer HDFC MF Yearbook 2022, published recently and available on our website www.hdfcfund.com. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.